Hello everyone, this is Orlando from A Collector's Dream, and today I want to talk about the 1990 Leaf set. This was a groundbreaking set back in the day. Back in those days when really the innovation started, this was one of the first set that started the innovation in the competitiveness of this card business. It really started back, of course, in '89 with Upper Deck. And then, at that time it was Topps, Fleer, Donruss, Score, of course Upper Deck, a few others, the Star and the Classic, stuff like that. But mainly when you got to high-end cards, you were talking Upper Deck, '89. Then in '90, Leaf came out, and Leaf was Donruss. So Donruss came out with their high-end set, and this had really beautiful photography. It had a like a silver type, almost foil-like thing. It's pretty nice compared to the other sets that came out. And then after the '90 Leaf, then you got this, Topps came back with the Stadium Club, Topps Finest, a few others, the SP came out. All of them began coming out with higher end, more innovation than they've ever done before. And a lot of it started because of the competition. So Leaf was one of the first big sets that did that. And again, Leaf was at that time, associated with Donruss. But it was his own separate set, and they tied it back to the 1948 Leaf. So it says it's 1948 and baseball is the glory days. Really, it's 49 Leaf, but it says the 48-49 Leaf, according to Dr. James Beckett. Complete set is worth $25,000. A lot worth more than that now. This is in 1990. So to follow the tradition of the early set, we are pleased to introduce the 1990 Leaf. So what they did was they released this set, and they had, now this is the whole set. I'm going to show you some of the stars, but this is basically the set. And then they had the puzzle. The puzzle that they had was this one here, and it was a Yogi Berra puzzle. And I think, let me see if I can kind of put it together here for you so you can kind of see what it would have looked like. I'm not going to break it all up, but it's a Yogi Berra puzzle. And let me see how this thing goes here. Try to figure it out here with me. I think it goes somehow like this, with the Yogi and the head there. Let's see here. It's Yogi. I think this goes like this. So again, you would take out all the little pieces, remove all the pieces of the puzzle, and then you would build this puzzle of Yogi Berra. So we're going to go ahead and just kind of try to simulate it there and have that in the background so you can kind of see. And most of the puzzles that they did back in the days, they were basically just plain. They didn't have this silver on them like they have here. So this was kind of like a fancier puzzle. And again, it had all of the stats here. It was a big puzzle. It actually continues on with the rest of the mitt. I'm not going to do the whole thing. It just won't even fit on my screen, but it's a nice, beautiful puzzle. And the bottom has more of the equipment and stuff. So it continues back down, and it says Donruss Hall of Fame Diamond King. So that's how it is. So that is the puzzle that comes with the '90 Leaf. And some of the nice cards from the '90 Leaf set. I'll keep this '90 Leaf thing here. Actually, I will take the box out of here. I'm just going to leave this here so you can kind of see, keep that, people that are just looking at them. So some of the main stars of that set, of that era, was the Frank Thomas rookie card. And this was a huge card back in the day. This was one of the more popular cards. I mean, everybody was looking for this card, and it was just a heavy hitter. This was a big card back then. And you can see young Frank there, still pretty young. And what I liked about this is the artwork on these was really nice. They had a lot of action shots, and in the back, they were very innovative, where they had a full color picture of the player and all the information printed on there. So all the backs had a nice picture, and it was nice. And I mean, it's pretty shiny compared to the cards back in the 90s. So that's the Frank Thomas. And some of the other stars of the day are the Ken Griffey Jr., of course. This is the second year Ken Griffey Jr. And again, these were, you know, pretty big cards back then. They were very desirable. This set was, you know, not cheap. It was one of the more high-end sets of the day. And some of the other bigger cards here were the some of the rookie cards of players like Sammy Sosa. And there's Sammy, you know, look how skinny he was before the steroids. There he is, a young Sammy. And then some of the other big players from there were the rookie card of Albert Bell. That was worth money back in the day. It's just pennies now. And you also had the rookie card of Larry Walker. So these were some of the rookie cards that you had in that set. So I'm gonna go and just kind of go through this thing. The set was in 2 series. It was 264 cards total. So it was 2 series of 132 cards each. No, actually it was not. I'm sorry. It was 528 cards. It was 264 per series. So it was 264 and 264, and it was made in 2 different series. So here is some of the star cards from the 1990 Leaf, and that's the Carlton Fisk. Like I said, it's great photos. I mean, look at that picture of Roger Clemens, you know, throwing that pitch there. So great photography in these is what I really liked about it. Here's a nice one of Tom Glavine. And again, they all have the pictures in the back, nice portraits. There's Barry Larkin. And a nice picture. Here's Nolan Ryan. Greg Maddux. Great action shots. I mean, they really tried to do a good job with the photography on these. You can see the base runner in the background here and everything. There's Dennis Eckersley. Lou Whitaker, nice, doing a nice bunt there. So great action photos. I mean, it was really nice. And the leaf here was like silver here and here too, again, and along with the backs. This is Craig Biggio. This is Biggio's rookie card also. Let me double check that. Maybe not. I think it's a second year. No, definitely not his rookie card. Rookie card was 88, so this is like a second year. This is the Wade Boggs. Nice classic Boggs stance there. John Schmaltz. Mark McGuire. Nice card of McGuire there. And there he is in the back there. There's Mark McGuire, a young McGuire. California native. There's Bert Blyleven. There's Fernando. I love this card. So what I did was I pulled out a lot of Hall of Famers and a lot of the players that were hot during that time, like Fernando. Look at that classic looking up in the sky pose. So I pulled some of the cards that had actual, you know, that they were stars back in those days. There's the Mattingly. So not necessarily all Hall of Famers. Robin Yount. There's Roberto Alomar. One of the things I liked about these cards also is that they, when they did the checklist, they also put a picture in the back of the checklist. So this one is the Ricky Henderson. So here goes here's the Barry Bonds. And these are all before they were doing steroids. A young Barry Bonds, look at Brian Sandberg. There's Palmeiro, also an incredible player. I mean, 500 home runs, 3,000 hits, but he would probably never be in the Hall of Fame. Just like this gentleman right here. Great, one of the greatest power hitters and speed player. I mean, this guy did it all. Maybe not as good at defense, but definitely a four-tool player. Canseco, Kirby Puckett. Boy, was he a great hitter. And he was loved by everyone, Kirby. There's Bo Jackson. So a lot of great players in this 1990 Leaf. And just Harold Baines, Hall of Famer, Fred McGriff, Gary Carter. There's Doc Gooden. So I pulled out some of this, see a nice action shot of Doc Gooden. Like I said, I pulled out some of the stars of the day and some of the Hall of Famers. So you can kind of get a good look at the set, good feel for what the set is like. And, you know, it's not a difficult set to complete. You know, you could, I put it together by packs. I think I bought a couple of boxes of each series and I put it together. So you can do that, or you can just buy the set. The set's not that expensive. There's Ozzie Smith, Tony Gwynn, Gary Sheffield. There's the Rickey card right there. Classic batting stance for Rickey. So it's a really nice set with a ton of Hall of Famers and a ton of nice rookie prospects and stuff. There's Eddie Murray. There's the Ripken Jr. card. And these are very inexpensive, but at the time, they were high-end cards. And they still are high-end for the era. You know, when you're talking early 90s, late 80s, early 90s cards, these are really one of the best set out there. And I would suggest that, you know, if you're looking to get a set from this era, this is probably a good set to look at. And there's the Nolan Ryan checklist here. And it's got some pretty nice cards like this one here, which is a no-hit king, Nolan Ryan. So he's got a couple cards in the set. So it's got some unique cards. This is the back of that one here. And it talks about his no-hitter here and his 6th no-hitter. And of course he had 7. But this was his 6th no-hitter. And it talks about, you know, getting 5,000 strikeouts and so on and so on. So nice tribute card of Nolan Ryan in this set for you Ryan fans. And some of the prospects, top prospects during the day. I mean, Dave Justice was a big prospect back then. This was a big card back in the day. A 90 Leaf Dave Justice. This is rookie card here. I think it's his 2nd year, maybe his 2nd year card. And of course, Deion Sanders, who's playing baseball with the Yankees. It's another classic card of Deion there. And you can see him in the back there. And another one of the checklists, and this one has Ozzie Smith on the back. And some more great players. I mean, as you can see, this is a pretty nice set. Wanted to share this with you guys if you hadn't seen it yet. I kind of shared a few of these cards before, but not as thorough as I'm going through them today. This is a Joe Carter, Dave Winfield. Now, I put Kevin Moss in there because this guy was one of the biggest stars of the day. He was supposed to be the next Mickey Mantle. Everybody thought this guy was going to be huge. And this card right here was worth more than a lot of the cards in this set. This is one of the hits back in the day, you know. And you can see here, Kevin, the Yankees' #1 left-handed power hopeful, was called up to Columbus after the '90 All-Star break. He hit 8 home runs and 36 RBIs in 56 games. So they really thought he was going to be a superstar, you know, a handsome California guy, strong guy. They thought Kevin Moss was going to be big, and he was a flop. Jack Morris, Hall of Famer. Randy Johnson is a nice shot of Randy Johnson here. And here's another one that people thought would be a big-time player, Jose Offerman. But you know, nice pictures here. I mean, look at the artwork on these cards. This is a good example of one of the 90 Leaf cards. With the rookie of Jose Offerman there. Just beautiful cards. I mean, just you could see the quality and the printing on these were really cool. So So I just wanted to give you guys a good look at some of the cards in the 1990 Leaf set. Thanks again, guys, for watching. Truly appreciate your support and your comments, and please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Everyone have an awesome day. It's Orlando from A Collector's Dream. Thanks for watching.